whenever this guy shows up, see the guy with the sign there, Blacks for Trump? Whenever that guy shows up at a Donald Trump rally, that guy there, you have seen that guy with the Blacks for Trump sign, gods2.com at Donald Trump rallies. You've seen him going back for a few months now. Trump event organizers seem to go out of their way to put that guy, the guy with his Blacks for Trump sign, they seem to go out of their way to put him in camera view when Trump is speaking. And he's been there, and they've put him right behind Trump in camera view at multiple events over the course of the campaign. We also, I kid you not, at one point we had Trump himself grab the guy's sign and hold it up himself. He held up a Women for Trump sign and kissed it, and then he held up the Blacks for Trump sign that he got from the guy in the crowd. Today in Miami, Donald Trump singled out the guy holding the Blacks for Trump sign, singled him out a couple different times to say how much he loved him.
Thank you. I love that sign, Blacks for Trump. I love that sign. Thank you. Thank you, fellas. That's so good. Blacks for Trump. That's so nice.
The guy who himself is most often the person you can see holding that sign, the guy who we saw get up there and hold that sign behind Trump. He has gone by a few names over the years. He now likes to be known as Michael the Black Man. But he is one of the Yahweh bin Yahweh cult members who was indicted on the conspiracy to murder charges in Miami back in the day.
We can't afford a commander-in-chief who insults POWs. Or attacks. No, wait. Hold up. Hey, hold up. It's okay. Hey! Hold up!
They don't love you like I love you. Slow down. They don't love you like I love you.
Jeffrey Lord, I mean, does that worry you that Hillary Clinton is
No, I mean, first of all, that's a flat out, if I may say this, lie. I mean, the Ku Klux Klan was formed as the military arm of the Democratic Party.
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry.
We're talking about 2016.
I'm sorry, but it exists in the first place.
About 2016.
It exists in the first place because of your party, which has never apologized for this.
Who did they endorse?
They endorsed Woodrow Wilson, Franklin Roosevelt.
And
we rejected it. I'm still waiting for you to reject it.
That doesn't matter.
Beyond the history, just right now, in 2016, does it matter in this election for Donald Trump?
It matters to reject.
They quickly disavowed it.
It matters to reject racism and anti-Semitism, which they stand for.
Okay.
And that should apply not just to the Klan, but to all sorts of people like Al Sharpton.
But here's
Well, you can't. No.
Okay, let him go first.
I mean, the Ku Klux Klan literally lynched people, terrorized people, and to make a false equivalency to Al Sharpton.
Let him respond.
To make a false equivalency is just unfair. To whatever you may think about Al Sharpton, I just think that's unfair. That's first. Second, let's look at this throughout the week. What we've had this week is David Duke on the United States Senate stage saying that Hillary Clinton deserved to have the electric chair. You had a black church that was bombed in Mississippi, and you had the KKK to come out in their newspaper and endorse Donald Trump. And so when you think of these things and look at it in the totality like that, then there is this element, and true, it may not be Donald Trump, but there's this element that many people believe he represents. Mm-hmm. So there's a young lady Miss Wiggins. Ms. Wiggins attempted to get housing from Donald Trump in New York City, and she was discriminated against because of the color of her skin. The Central Park Five, I mean, they've been terrorized by Donald Trump since they were found innocent in the first place, and now over and over and over again. And so these are real people going out there telling real stories about discriminatory practices of Donald Trump.
Anderson, there's nothing new under the sun here. We're in the home stretch. Hillary Clinton's numbers are cratering because she's lied to the FBI. She's under criminal investigation. Right. WikiLeaks is an embarrassment to the Democrat Party.
As WikiLeaks releases another batch of emails from Hillary Clinton's campaign, RT presents the next part of an exclusive interview given by the whistleblower's website's co-founder Julian Assange to renowned documentary maker John Pilger and Dartmouth Films. They discuss one of the most shocking leaked letters, which allegedly proves that Hillary Clinton knew the Saudi government has been directly funding Islamic State.
What is WikiLeaks doing? Are they trying to put Trump in the White House?
Trump would not be permitted to win. Banks, intelligence, arms companies,
well, they all want him
beat foreign money, etc.
Yeah,
is all united behind Hillary Clinton, and the media as well. So media owners and even journalists themselves.
Ah, yes, indeed, it's fun time. Fun time.
For now, the second day in a row, the President of the United States, while campaigning for Hillary Rodham Clinton, accused Donald Trump of something that is outright false without any evidence, that he supports the KKK. This is the President of the United States.
If you accept the support of Klan sympathizers, if you don't denounce them right away because you're kind of not sure, well, that's what you're going to do when you're in office.
Good week. All right, that's the President of the United States going as deep in the gutter as anybody can get, playing racial politics. Why? To scare African-American voters into voting for a candidate and a party that has a long history of rampant racism. Now, Project Veritas this week, they put out a disturbing new undercover video that no one else in the Clinton-loving media will dare to show you. That's because in it, you will see a major Democratic donor making racist comments about African-Americans. Now, we've told you Fox hasn't independently verified it. You can see the content for yourself. It is beyond shocking. Watch this.
Our journalist was speaking with Leah and Benjamin Barber. Mr. Barber is a well-known political theorist and author. And he is a major donor to Democrats, and specifically to Hillary Clinton.
But you think, like, as like a black man, you think that they would vote for them? Well, it depends on, well... You know the Sandra Commando? Yes. But you think, like, as like a black man, you think that they would vote for them? Well, it depends on, well... You know the Sandra Commando? Yes. Jewish guards, in effect, helped murder Jews in the camp so they could live alone. So there were even Jews who were helping the Nazis murder Jews. Same thing? So blacks who are sort of helping the other side, they're equally they're really helping the enemy who want to destroy them. Maybe thinking that if I help them it'll be different, and maybe I'll get off okay, or somehow I'll save my race by working for the murderers.
Now, yet again today, we reached out to the Clinton campaign and Benjamin Barber for a comment. Guess what? We didn't hear back. Now, instead of spewing vile rhetoric at Donald Trump, shouldn't the president condemn that video from his party? He won't, because it would then upend the Democrats' long campaign to falsely smear Republicans. Like when Vice President Joe Biden, you may remember this.
Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains.
Every 4 years, these Democrats relentlessly are pandering to minority voters. Here's Hillary Clinton using a phony Southern accent. She changes her tone, her pitch, her cadence, her entire speaking approach while speaking to African Americans. Watch this.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
All right, so if the president and Hillary Clinton, if they want to play the race card and paint this utterly false narrative that Donald Trump supports the KKK, Hillary Clinton's own mentor was someone who actually was in the Ku Klux Klan. Here's what Hillary Clinton said about the former Klansman, former Democratic Senator Robert KKK Byrd after he died.
Senator Byrd was a man of surpassing eloquence and nobility. From my first day in the Senate, I sought out his guidance, and he was always generous with his time and his wisdom. I admired his tireless advocacy for his West Virginia constituents. As Secretary of State, I continued to rely on his advice and counsel.
Eloquence, nobility, my mentor. All right, how can Hillary Clinton praise somebody like that? Keep in mind, back in 2001, on Tony Snow's show, Fox News Sunday, Byrd said this.
There are white and I've seen a lot of white in my time. I'm going to use that word.
Wow. There is some proof of voter suppression going on in a very important place like North Carolina, and it seems to be against African Americans. And it seems to ring very familiar with promises that your campaign made. We're going to suppress that vote. We know how to do it. Trump telling people, go and watch. You know what I mean by watching. Now you got white supremacists answering his call.
We've denounced completely.
You
and
have,
you
but
know
not
it.
Trump.
Yes,
That's my last question.
Yes, he has.
Not when that man doesn't like something that's said. Nobody can stop him from talking about it. He is loud
We have
and proud.
completely and
Not about Duke,
unequivocally
not about these
renounced.
KKK dirtbags.
Yes. Now you're
not
going
personally.
Into, now you sound a little
not
desperate
personally.
and partisan.
I'm not.
To be
Listen,
frank with you.
all I'm desperate for is some type of closure that is positive in
Right.
this election.
Positive closure. Go tell Hillary Clinton that point, Chris, because they are going full on negative, and you know it.
They are
For tens
negative.
of millions of dollars.
Yes.
Okay, well, you want a positive close? Go watch Donald
Trump is
Trump out in
saying
the
she should
Senate.
be impeached. She will be impeached.
She won't be impeached because she won't be elected president.
What, he's
There's nothing
saying it.
to
What is
impeach.
that positive?
But she will be under this cloud of scandal, and she will be, and I think it matters to people. People on Tuesday are going to say, I think I'll vote for the candidate who's not under 2 FBI investigations.
We couldn't help her any more than we have.
I know.
You know, I mean, she's got just a free ride so far from the media. We're the biggest ones promoting her campaign, so it better happen.